In my experience, buying a second-hand car is like walking through a minefield. The market is full of vehicles that haven't been properly maintained, and there are many sellers trying to hide the car's problematic past. As a result, many people end up with a vehicle that seems like a bargain, but ends up costing a fortune in repairs just weeks or months after the purchase. In this video, I'll walk you through what to look for to avoid getting yourself into that kind of situation. Let's start with one universal truth. If someone neglects one aspect of a car, they are likely to neglect others too. For example, if a seller tries to save money on something as critical as tires, chances are they didn't change the engine oil regularly either, and that can have serious consequences later on. Step 1. Check the documentation. Before getting excited about the car itself, start by reviewing its paperwork. Check the registration certificate. Make sure that the VIN stamped on the car matches what's in the documents. Check the service history, especially oil changes. If the car has over 100,000 kilometers of mileage, make sure that the timing belt has been replaced, unless it has a timing chain, which usually does not require much maintenance. Read any recent documentation related to mandatory periodical vehicle inspection. For example, in UK it would be MOT, in Ireland NCT, in Japan Shaken, and so on. Check if the owner's manual is included. It's always a plus. Ask if a spare key is available. Step 2. Exterior inspection. Check for dents and scratches. Look along the panels from sharp angles. It's a very difficult check when the car is wet, as water hides imperfections. Don't forget to look at the roof. Inspect panel gaps. Gaps that aren't consistent and change from narrow to wide are signs of poor accident repair. Look for mist or water in the lights. Even a light mist isn't a good sign. Anything more means that the light unit likely needs replacement. Check lens clarity. Cloudy headlight lenses are common on older cars but can be polished. Just factor in the cost. Inspect underneath the car along side sills, especially the jacking points. Look for major dents or rust. Dents indicate bad maintenance. Rust may hint at future structural issues. Check for rust on the wheel arches, boot edges, and around the window sills. Examine that all tires are the same brand and model, with the tread depth above the wear indicator, not visibly deflated, without cracks or damage, especially on the sidewalls. Newer than 6 years old. To verify that, check the date code, which are 4 digits showing the week and year of manufacturing. Tires older than 6 years should be replaced. Check for the tire mismatch. Different tires front versus rear is acceptable. Different tires left versus right is a red flag. It suggests poor maintenance or cost cutting that may extend to more serious areas. Check wheels for scratches, especially if they are alloys. Look for overspray in wheel wells or on plastic trim. This may point to a cheap respray after an accident. If possible, inspect the brake discs. Visible grooves usually mean they are worn and need replacing. It's not a big issue, but it adds to the cost. Step 3. Interior check. Check general cleanliness. If someone hasn't bothered to vacuum, they likely didn't bother with proper maintenance either. Check upholstery for damage. Holes can signal smoking inside the car. Smell the seats. Strong air fresheners or perfumes may be hiding cigarette smoke or mold. Make sure all doors open from inside and outside. Inspect compartments. Look for signs of spills or damage. Check for drilled holes in the dashboard, which are often a sign of cheap aftermarket installations. Check seat belts. They should retract smoothly and be free from fraying. Test all electronics, electric mirrors, windows, heated seats, radio, etc. especially factory units, which are expensive to repair. Lift carpets and check for dampness underneath. Water leaks there are usually hard to trace and fix. Check the boot, especially near the spare tire well or repair kit. Look for water or rust. Step 4. Under the hood. Check the engine when it's cold if possible. Head gasket issues are easier to detect this way. Be careful not to burn your skin. If the engine is warm when you arrive, ask why, or try to arrange a viewing with a cold engine. Inspect all fluid levels. Low or black engine oil is a major red flag. Look under the oil cap for white sludge like mayonnaise. It could mean the car was unused for a long time. Alternatively, it could mean a head gasket issue. Talk with the seller to determine what is more likely. A head gasket issue is a red flag. Check for oil leaks underneath the car and on the engine block. If the car has an alternator belt, inspect it for cracks or wear. Keep in mind that not all cars have one. Check headlight mountings and ensure no eyes are broken. Look for missing paint on bolts. This might indicate that panels were removed or replaced. If that's the case, ask why. Step 5. Engine on check. Check the dashboard lights. Warning lights, check engine, airbag, etc. should come on with ignition and disappear after the engine starts. Any other behavior is a red flag. Listen for the alternator belt squeal on startup. Test the AC. It should blow cold air in 15 to 20 seconds. Don't believe claims that it just needs a recharge. Any problem usually means there is a leak, which is difficult and expensive to fix. Observe the exhaust smoke. Very dense white or black smoke is a serious concern, a likely head gasket issue. Use an OBD reader if you have one. Tools like Elm 327 or Carista let you read ECU errors using your smartphone. Step 6. Test drive. If the car has a manual transmission, the clutch should engage low, not far from the floor. If the car is an automatic, gear changes should be smooth, especially between drive and reverse. Listen for odd noises like squealing brakes or wheel bearing hum when turning. Check steering feel. Excessive play could mean worn components like the steering rack. Test cruise control, parking sensors, and reverse camera if the car is equipped with them. If it's safe to do so, try braking hard from around 40 km per hour. The car should stop easily and remain driving straight. Pulling to any side is a serious concern, as the reason may be difficult to find and fix. Drive over bumps if you can. Clunks or rattles usually mean worn suspension components. It's not a deal breaker, but a cost to consider. Final thoughts. If you've gone through all of this, you should have a good sense of how the car has been treated and what to expect from it in the future. In my opinion, it's best not to buy the car if you notice anything more than cosmetic wear or typical age-related issues. Be especially cautious if there are signs that the seller has cut corners on safety or maintenance. Major red flags: any mismatch or inconsistency in the documentation, any signs of engine problems, old or low oil, strange noises, warning lights, gearbox or clutch issues, excessive rust, especially near jacking points, signs of water ingress, especially under the carpets, a very dirty or neglected interior. Remember that a budget-friendly car in good condition is always a better choice than a worn-out premium car with problems. Don't rush the process. Take your time and be open to other models or brands if your first choice turns out to be not fully satisfactory. If you have questions about buying a used car or think I missed something important, leave a comment below. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and check out my channel for more automotive tips. Thanks for watching and see you next time.